Today I'm working on a Paulette strap, and my strap is not a continuous strap. It's a little different from the pattern. Because I'm using strap connectors, I am not going to make a continuous strap, so it's going to be more like a conventional strap. I have just the each individual strap. I'm going to be putting two sides together like a regular strap. What you see here, this is a shortened version because I have lost the filming of the first one, so I'm making two little individual ones here to show you. So what I've done is I cut each one. These are going to be 1 inch, so I cut each side 2 inches. I've marked down through the center. I put my double-sided tape down through the center. Now I am going to remove the double-sided tape, and I'm going to fold it along my center line. Make sure you can see this here. And then the other side. I'm going to do this just like I would. This portion of it is just like you would a normal strap. Say if you were going to do a two-tone strap, you do them in 2 separate pieces. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring these together like so. I'm going to clip them just like so. I'm going to top stitch along the edges. I'm going to top stitch along 1/8 of an inch along this side and then this side. And after it's top stitched, then I'm going to mark for the grommets. And that's how I'm going to do that. I'll be back. Okay, so now I've already top stitched and I have marked where each grommet hole is going to go. So the next step will be to go ahead and punch the holes for the grommet. I have a cam snap die with grommet holes, and I will do that. Now, since this is just a sample and it's not the actual strap, I'm going to go ahead. What you'll see is the next step is you're going to see me working on the small braided strap. I'm not going to go ahead and punch the holes in this. You'll see it already done on the main strap. Let me just tell you that putting the grommet holes in this double thickness is not easy. If you have a manual tool with a mallet, that might be a lot easier. Doing it on a cam snap die is a lot of work. It takes leverage. It really takes a lot of leverage to press. And then you installing the actual grommets is fairly easy. Getting them evenly on here is the trick. It's not the end of the world if it's not exactly even, because when you braid it, it covers imperfections because you're covering each side. So if your grommets are a little off, it's not horrible. So that's my tip on the grommets themselves. I don't have a manual tool to insert them. I do have one for rivets, and I find that doing rivets manually, making the holes for rivets, is a lot more effective, but I am considering getting a manual tool for grommets, for making the holes for the grommets. But anyway, that's what you do. You're gonna put the holes in the grommets, install the grommets, and then the next step will be the straps to weave and braid through. You're gonna see, it took me 3 tries on this particular, this is my second bag. It took me 3 tries, and I used double stick tape and it didn't work for me this time. I think I used it the first time I did it. It did not work. So I had much better luck. The next clip you're gonna see is me using it without double stick tape. And that was much more effective for me. So, and I know a lot of people have troubles with it. So you're gonna see how I do it without the double stick tape. So that's it. So you're gonna put the holes in and then install the grommets. Yeah. Okay, what I have here is a third attempt. On my second attempt, what I did was I made 2 lines. I thought it was a great idea. And look how beautifully I lined it up. It was 3/4 of an inch wide. I did a quarter down the center, did double stick tape. And then I was, folding it in, and I had it all perfectly lined up. And then I started stitching. The stitching was going along beautifully, but then, beautiful lines, but then I had a problem. My machine was getting caught up on the double stick tape, because this is really good double stick tape. So then it was skipping stitches, and then I'm like, oh, it's okay, I'll just pull them through, take it out, knot it on the wrong side, but then it got ridiculous. Skipped stitches everywhere, so I decided, okay, this isn't working. So, plan B, third attempt. This time I'm not using any double stick tape. I drew a line down the center. What I'm going to attempt now is to turn it along and use this line as my guide and just stitch it and line it up along this line. No double stick tape, no skip stitches, and just use that line as my guide. I'm not even going to clip it. I'm just going to feed it along as I go. Hopefully that'll work, and I'll be back. Okay, I am going to show you now how I'm going to weave the strip onto the belt. I got the strip all done, and it worked out really well. And I fold the strip in half. I marked it. So we're going to take the wrong side of the belt, and we're going to clip it like so. Turn it over, and I'm going to start to weave it through. Make sure I get this right. I'm going to start to weave it through. Oh, you can't really see here. Let me show you here. So I got the wrong side of it first, and I clipped it here. And then I'm going to start weaving it through the holes. Now I've got it right side up, like so, and I'm going to weave it through the holes on each side. And I'll take it down, and I'm going to weave, making sure that we get it flat so that each side, it's hard to tell if I can get you in here, in the lens. Get each piece woven. I'm going to take it all the way down on each side. Like so. I have left enough on each end because this is going to go into strap connectors. I've got strap connectors on mine, which is a little different from the pattern. So I'm leaving enough to go. I'm going to put ends on these, turn them up, and it'll have rivets. So I've got enough to cover that. So I'm going to go ahead and finish weaving this all the way through on each side, and I'll be back and show you what we do at the end. Okay, this is the front. So I've woven both sides all the way down. Take that little mark. And when I get to the bottom, on the back, I have the two pieces coming out like so. What I'm gonna do is I will slip these pieces up inside here like so. Slip one in here and the other one in here. Just like this, okay? And then very carefully, I'm gonna take some glue, probably on a little stick. I'm gonna slip glue up inside here and up inside here and clamp it in place with a little clip. And then after it sticks, I will cut that off and cut that off. So then it'll look like that. And then that'll be done. And then the front side, you won't see it. Those will be all cut off. And that's the end. That's what it looks like when it's all done. And then what I'll do is I will put my strap ends on the bag, and I'll show you when that's complete. So once I get this glued, I will put the strap ends on and connect it to the bag with rivets. And she's done. Phew. Okay. Look at the strap. Beautiful. And then I attached it. I did a little different from the pattern because I love a strap connector. So I attached it here with a rivet on each side. So there she is, all done. Interior of the bag. Isn't she pretty? Very special. There she is. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm telling you, this is the second time I made this bag, and sometimes I just run into all kinds of new ways to do it. The first time went together much easier than the second time, but I really like it better this time. No double stick tape. I don't know why I got that in my head. But yeah, isn't it beautiful? I think you might enjoy it.